because it shall be revealed by fire. That's the afflictions. That's the trials and tribulations. The Lord puts you in certain situations, all of us, to see what we gonna do. What we gonna do when we put in that predicament? Oh, trust and believe. It don't feel good. Oh, hell no. Sometimes it feels like you're drowning. Sometimes it feels like you going out of your skull. But guess what? That particular situation you're going through is necessary for you to graduate to the next level. Because
Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachahakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that sat here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To yours, say Shalom. This is the brother Amawan Ariyah from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachahakwadash, to edify the hopeful elect. And pretty much in this lesson, I want to go into how these trials are set to upgrade us. Now, you heard the excerpt from Elder Apostle Ramlab, pretty much going into how those trials that we face are necessary for us to get to that next level. Okay? The different things that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah puts us through, okay, not only is it a test of our character to see, if our spirit is right, it's also to see if you are applying the wisdom, knowledge, or understanding that we have been learning in this walk, so that we can be, brought to that next stage. Because, the whole thing about this truth, all right, is for us to go from glory to glory. Okay, it's all about leveling up to that next stage. So the growth that we must, obtain in this truth, it comes through us being put through different trials and tribulations. Okay, so I'm gonna start here in 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 12, and it reads, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trials which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you." Right? It says not to think it strange when you start getting put through things, man. Okay, because this is all necessary for your growth, man. Okay, you have to go through these fiery trials, man. All right, because when you look at it from the bigger picture, we are all being purified, okay, from the wickedness that this world has brought us up in. Now, let me get this word for purify. This is from the Edamon Online, so let me get a second to pull it up. All right, so the word purify means to free from spiritual pollution. It says to cleanse, to refine, to make pure. All right, it says free from extraneous matter. Let's see what that word extraneous means. Extraneous. It says irrelevant or unrelated to subject being dealt with. Not belonging or proper to a thing. So the things that don't belong, in our spirit, in our lives, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is putting us through tests to see, are you willing to sacrifice, man? Ultimately, that's exactly what this whole walk is about, is, sacrificing for the greater good, because we are all seeking to be upgraded, all right, to be, the status that we once were as being the sons of God, okay? Now, we never stopped being the sons of God, because being an Israelite literally means that we are a son of God, man, okay? The word Yasharallah literally means princes of the power, okay? We are the sons of the Most High. So the status that we once held, when you go back and read in the book of Genesis, all right, dealing with the chosen seed line, we were known at one point as the sons of God, all right, as the renown of this world. But through sin, we have all fallen, all right, to where we have now become in this current captivity of America, aka Babylon the Great, in the scriptures. All right, we have been brought to the lowest of levels, more so than we ever have been in the earth. So much so that we got to the point to where we forgot who we were. All right, I want to get that real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. It says, "And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knewest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever." Right. So we failed so much to where we forgot who we were as being Israelites, man. All right. We pretty much, we're calling ourselves everything under the sun, but who we really are. All right. We forgot our power. And you still to this day got Jake, you so called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, calling yourselves all these different proverbs and bywords, but refusing to accept who you really are. And even amongst the circumcision of Jake that know who they are, they still lack a sense of self-worth, all right, because we were, brought up in a society that, it chastises men from being masculine, all right. This place constantly makes you, uh, 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 have low self-confidence. You battling all type of demons that make you think you're not good enough, whatever the case may be, man. you know these are the things that Yahweh Shem Shai is purging out of us as we are going through this purification process, man. So for us to be able to truly get back to that stage, man, the Lord has to put us through the ringer, all right, so that we are found worthy to enter into that next stage, man. Okay, because when you come into this truth, okay, you are constantly being put to the test to see are you applying what you're learning. Okay, so Yahweh Shem Shai is constantly trying our character, man. Okay, real quick, this is Psalms chapter 7, verse 8. It says, "The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to mine righteousness and according to mine integrity that is in me." Okay, so our integrity is constantly being tried, man. All right, to see, do you really believe in this thing? Are you really upholding the thing that you're standing on? Because what you have with a lot of time, when you have these jakes that come into the truth, okay, a lot of people become camera institutionalized, man. Okay, they get on camera, and it's all about cussing out niggas. All right, 2/3 cussing out the black woman. All right, calling Esau the devil. You know, it's easy to get on camera and do all these things, but the true essence of this truth, okay, is the changing of the inward man. Okay, because the character that you was before you walked in the door to get into this truth, okay, to get on the other side and begin teaching, that man has to die. As we always go into, the old man must be put away. All right, the new man that Yahweh Shema Shai is cultivating. Okay, you are constantly being tried to surpass who you were the day before, man. Who you were the month before, who you were the year before. And we're constantly being put in new tests, man. Okay, and it's a process, man. Okay, yeah, we're keeping the law, statute, commandments to the best of our ability. Okay, but hey, we know we slip on certain things, man. But as we grow in the knowledge, man, we also got to understand that the level of grace and mercy that Yahweh Shem Shai has, it also comes with an expectation for as you are growing in this truth, man. You know the what's the word I want to use? The expectation is there for you to be able to overcome certain things that you were struggling with after a while, man. For lack of better words, okay? Because as you're growing, you're supposed to be learning new ways, new things. All right, the wisdom is constantly being shown to us on how to overcome this world, man. So certain things, all right, are should be getting better at overcoming, man. you know. So this is how you know that you're applying what it is that we are, learning. Okay. So Yahweh Shema Shai is constantly having us under the microscope, constantly having us in that furnace of affliction, because it's for our benefit. All right. This is Psalms 26:2. It says, "Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart." All right. And what are the main thing that we're being tried on? Okay, to prove that we truly love the Lord, because how we love the Lord is, number one, understanding our purpose of what we're here for, man. All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." Right. So the Israelite man, woman, all right, we are supposed to serve the Lord. All right, with fear and trembling. That's the whole point of why we were put here, man. Nothing else that we do, all right, truly matters, except for how we serve our power. All right. It says, "For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil." So, like it says in 1 Corinthians 5:10, "All must appear before the throne of Hamashiach," all right, to receive our judgment. So, with that being, in hand or in mind, are you truly serving the Lord like it was commanded? Because it's a consequence if you are not serving the Lord like we were supposed to, man. All right. Let me get this real quick just to add to that point. I think it's First Chronicles 15:13 or 15:3. Salakia. Let's see. Um, Salakia. Let me go on Google because I cannot remember this. Okay, Second Chronicles 15:13. Salakia. It says that whosoever will not seek the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. Right. So all of us are being tried in our own way, whatever things that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai sees in you that He wants to be taken out of you. All right, the Lord is going to put you, all right, in that situation to make you shed that particular thing off of you, man. Okay, so this is why I said we're constantly being put under the microscope. So going back to Psalms 2 and Psalms 26:2, it says, "Examine me, O Lord, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart." Right. So we're constantly having our character and integrity tried, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord wants to see, all right, are you really about this truth? Because like I said, it's a lot of guys that come into this truth and they put the act on, but when the pressure is applied to them, they really don't embody this truth, man. It was a show. All right, a lot of guys get into this truth and they become parrots and monkeys. All right, they mimic and they mimic what they see. They don't really believe it. They don't embody it, and that's the scary thing, because when the Lord begins to put the pressure on you and you start going through things, man, you don't see the spiritual side of what the Lord is doing. You don't hear, what the Lord is saying to you or what you need to change with you. And that's why a lot of guys become disenchanted. They fall out. They buck up against the the counsel that brothers end up having to have with you, because certain things that the Lord highlights in you that needs to change that you're not doing, so you become, angry, and you start fighting against the spirit. You know, these things, excuse me, these things, show forth a person's true heart, man. Which is why a Hebrews 4:12 is such a heavy scripture. Get it real quick. All right, I'm gonna get this in the NLT. This is Hebrews 4:12 in the NLT. It says, "For the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is alive and powerful. It is sharper than the sharpest two-edged sword, cutting between soul and spirit, between joint and marrow. It exposes our innermost thoughts and desires." So this truth is going to reveal your true character. All right, and it's always done in due time, in the right moment. When the Lord wants to expose somebody, He always will do that, man. All right, whether for the good or for the bad, man. All right, and for a lot of us, okay, and we were put in situations to where, we may not have had the full faith at the moment, but then when the Lord put us in that situation where we had to act on it, man, we dug deep and poured out that inner strength, and we eventually overcame that situation, man. And that's how everybody in this truth should be if you're of the elect, all right? Because the Lord he's constantly, saying things, man. A different thing that's being said through the Spirit when you watch the elders and apostles, when you watch different brothers. These things are being said because, like I said, man, the word of the Lord is alive, man. All right, the Lord is constantly seeing what it needs to be said amongst the church, man, amongst the body, man. All right, and that spirit gets put on different men to say it in the different ways that they say it through the talents that the Lord has blessed them with, man. All right, but when you have the spiritual eye and ears, you understand that this is the Lord speaking. Real quick, this is Revelation chapter 2, verse 29 in the NLT. It says, "Anyone with ears to hear must listen to the Spirit and understand what He is saying to the churches." And this is why it's important for you you brothers to be constantly on your watch, man, and constantly looking for the elder and apostle videos, man, looking for the different videos that brothers are dropping, because when you're going through specific things in your trial, the Lord will always send you to a video that speaks to you in that perfect time to where you need to hear that that word from the Lord, man. Okay, and if you're not spiritual, you will glaze over that. All right, and you won't get the Lord trying to bring you the help that you're seeking for, man, to get you out of that trial, man. It always happens. The Lord will always give you what you need in that exact moment. The Spirit never lies, man. All right, but you have to have the ears to hear it. Okay, this is Job 33 and 14. "For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth not," because a lot of guys aren't spiritual. All right, they're not applying what's they're learning, because the more wisdom, knowledge, understanding that you attain through your daily studies, you begin to understand the patterns of how the Lord is dealing with you. All right, and you ride that wave. All right, no matter what, if you're in your ups or downs, man, none of that should take you off of your square, because at the end of the day, man, the Lord, he has his measure that he's giving you. Okay, but you can't allow what you're going through to diminish your sight of what the Lord is doing for you. All right, let me get that real quick. This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 12. It says, "I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengtheneth me." Right? So when you are exercising the spirit enough to where you begin to understand the spiritual roller coaster that this walk takes you on, all right, nothing that you go through, during your walk should deter you from keeping the mission at hand. Okay, because what you remember in everything is that we have to keep the promise that we made to the Lord. All right, because the moment you came into this truth, you made a vow to the Lord, man. Okay, and we can't break that vow. All right, like the scriptures say. And I'm gonna come back to this. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 4. It says, when thou vowest a vow unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, defer not to pay it, for he have no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Right. So when you stepped across the line and began to teach this word, you made a vow to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that you was going to endure to the end. And so the Lord is going to constantly try you to see, are you do you have enough mental and spiritual and physical fortitude to keep this promise. All right, because when you go into Yahweh and his walk, all right, and he went through great trials and tribulations, man. All right, and during the time of his of his testing, all right, going from when he was tried by Satan himself, or when he was being pressed when he was about to be crucified, man. And the Lord had many of opportunities to say fuck it and dip, but the Lord kept his integrity, and he pushed through, okay? Because he was in the flesh, so we can speculate. The Lord had thoughts. As a matter of fact, we know he had thoughts, man, because when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, okay, and he was having thoughts of doubt. That's why when he prayed to the Father and asked him if he could take away this cup, all right, the Lord did Yahweh didn't answer him, and Yahweh Shai knew that he had to go through it. The same thing with us, man. Okay, so as a saying in the world, don't pray for the Lord to get you out of something. Pray to the Lord to give you the strength to get through it. All right, and that's the mentality that we have, because we learned that from our big brother. All right, Yahweh Shai showed us exactly what we are supposed to do in that time, because he said what? He's the author and finisher of our faith, right? So we use his blueprint, all right, to persevere through everything. So going back to Philippians 4:12, it says, I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed, both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. So no matter what we're going through, right, we could be at our high or we could be at our low. No matter what, the goal doesn't change, man. We still got to push the word. We still got to believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says, I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengthens me. And that's where you have to dig deep, because when your spirit is rooted in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, even when you feel like your faith is being tried, your integrity is being tried, you have to go back on these words and remember that the Lord is the one that's our source of strength, man. So if we believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and these scriptures should come to your mind to where you're able to pull on those, and the scriptures will give you the strength that you need to overcome what it is that you're doing, or you need to get done. Slakia. Joshua 1:8. It says, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. And that's how you pull on the strength of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, is constantly, referring back to his words, man. Okay, because like I said, this is a living book. All right, the Lord's Spirit is alive, and when you read these scriptures, this is how you consult with the Lord. You have counsel with the Lord, man. All right, and you come to him and you pray about the situations, and when the precepts start coming to your mind, that's the Lord, consulting with you. Okay, he's giving you the counsel that you need, to be able to deal with the situation that you find yourself in, man. But it goes into you having that faith to know that this is the Lord that's willing you through this, man. It says it says, have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage, be not afraid, neither be dismayed, for the Lord thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest. Right. So the Lord is always with us. This is why I said we gotta constantly have these scriptures, in our spirit. All right. Hey, I heard one of the elders say this. I believe it was the elder Zahab. But you gotta have like you know, like a quick go to. You got scriptures that's embedded in you that anytime you go through something, you're able to pull on those scriptures. Hey, all brothers have favorite scriptures, man. All right, that they go to when in need, man. Okay, and so hey, all of us must have that. You know, like they used to have. I still have one. I have it in my work bag when I go to work, but it's like those pocket Bibles. Where you go in the pocket Bible and it's like different emotions or you know thoughts that you need. You look up the word and it gives you Bible verses to deal with that certain emotion, thought, whatever. Yeah, hey, brothers gotta have that, and even you sisters gotta have that for all type of different things, man. Okay, but you gotta have those favorite scriptures that you can go to anytime that you're in the bind and you need a reminder that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us, man. Okay, and that's how that your faith is continually brought back to mind, and your strength is then brought to the forefront, and that's how you're able to overcome. That's why I said we can do all things through Hamashiach who strengthens us, man, because Yahweh Shai is giving us that reminder of how strong we really are, because our strength is predicated on how we apply these scriptures, man. Okay, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. It says, "For we walk by faith and not by sight," because when you rely on carnality, all right, a Satan is able to to get in, and then he begins to give you the spirit of doubt. Okay, he begins to make you second guess things, and he makes you fearful. All right, but the Lord, as it's go to one of my favorite scriptures, man. You know, this is 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. It says, "For Yahweh Shem Yahushua have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a strong mind." And because the Lord, he made us Israelites, number one, off the rip. All right. We are the princes of the power, so we have no reason to fear anything, man. Because we know that we worship the true living power. All right. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is a living power. So number one, that should cut all spirit of fear. Okay. It says, but of power and of love and a sound mind. Because at the end of the day, when you read this in the NLT, it give you more context. It says, "For Yahweh Shem Yahushua has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity, but of power, love, and self-discipline." So, and we have all the tools that we need to overcome whatever situation that we're in, man. And you have to remember that. So that's why I say we walk by faith and not by sight. Because, like I said, when you walking by carnality, these things can be forgotten. Because, like I said, Satan will get in there and he'll cause you to doubt and to fear. All right, but we believe in our power, and we believe that he is guiding us to where we need to go. All right, and when we are put in situations to where our integrity is being tried, our faith is being tried, we got to remember this scripture right here. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, "There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it." And that's the thing that we always have to remember. No thing that we go through is too big to where the Lord will let destroy us, man. If he put us in the situation, he knows that we can overcome it. He just wants us to pray to him. All right, you can't get over, overcome by these different thoughts of really what it comes down to is doubt and fear. Go on the same accord, man. All right, and when you go into it, doubt and fear are like the lowest vibration that you can be in. All right, as well as guilt. All right, but when you're fearful, okay, you pretty much you begin to doubt the power of the Lord. And when you understand how Yahweh Shem Yahushua thinks, man, that's something he hates vehemently, man. All right, it's actually a sin to doubt the Lord, man. All right. So we can't fear, because fear is when you understand fear. All right, we shouldn't fear. This is Wisdom of Solomon 17:12. It says, "For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth." Right, and that word succors means to help, because we always have help. We always have a way out. Yahweh Shem Shai is always giving us that way out, man. But we have to be able to see it. Okay, we have to remember that the Lord He's with us always, man. So and when we are in that jam, we can't look at the jam with carnal eyes, man. We gotta look in the spirit, like, look, okay, what is the Lord telling me? What do I need to do? All right, and that will kill that fear, because the fear will make you forget the help that we have, man. All right, and when you really get out that situation, you'll understand that, like, that wasn't as bad as you made it seem like. But I'm gonna read verse 13 before I even just say it. It says, "And the expectation from within being less, counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment." Right. So when you are over fearful on something, the fear of it is actually worse than what it is that you actually have to go through. Because when you actually go through it and you get it over with and you overcome it, you see that it really wasn't bad, but it was the overthinking, all right, the doubting that made it to where it was hard. Okay, this is why at the end of the day, man, you can't allow yourself to overthink, because these demons, all right, are constantly working on our minds, man. All right, just as the Holy Spirit, is in our mind, we also battle demons as well, man. Hey, Satan is able to play on your mind as well. He's able to talk in your voice, you know, speak as you, and guess what? Satan knows scriptures as well. So as you see with a lot of these bug out guys, you know, these dudes will use scriptures to justify their wickedness. So this is why you have to have that sound mind that we read in First Timothy, it's like Second Timothy 1:7, because with that sound mind, with that clear thinking, you can hear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai clearly. All right. This is Sirach 30:21. It says, "Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel." This is why I said, instead of you overthinking, all right, you give those burdens over to the Lord. You give those thoughts over to the Lord. You pray. All right. Instead of trying to handle things on your own, man, you pray. You go to the Lord first, man. All right. Even before going to brothers, I tell the brothers in the Charlotte camp this all the time, man. And anytime I'm battling a situation, I pray to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai first before anything, and then I go seek counsel from a brother. But the main thing is that this is us, learning on how to come back and serve our power, man. Okay, hey, we gotta go to the Lord first above everything. This is why at a prayer, you always hear Apostle Rakab, go into that. Hey, the prayer is our biggest weapon in this world, man. Okay, so you have to utilize that, man, because they understand where Ephesians 6:12, man. Hey, we are battling high level demons. We live in a very demonic and satanic world, man. Okay, so this world wants you to pretty much not realize the power that we possess, which is predicated upon prayer, man. All right. This is First Thessalonians 5:17. It says, "Pray without ceasing." Don't stop praying, man. Hey, and I learned this from the elder Ashiar. Okay, when you go to the Lord, you can go to the Lord about anything. I don't give a damn how big or small it is, man. All right, but the fact that you're seeking the Lord, that's what He wants. So go to the Lord about anything that you're dealing with. You go ask the Lord for help, man. You need something, ask the Lord, man. Don't be ashamed if you feel like that's something you shouldn't ask the Lord. You're supposed to ask the Lord for anything, man. Okay? It says, "Pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of Yahweh and Hamashiach Yahweh Shai concerning you." All right, and everything giving thanks, because the Lord has already given us what we need. All right, He just wants us to go to Him in the means of us acknowledging that we need Him. That's the whole point about it. We have everything we need already. The Lord has already made the provisions set for us. to give us what we need. But the whole thing about it is we must seek him first, man. And when you seek him, then he gives it. Then he shows us that we have it already, man. You know. This is Luke 12. This is Luke 21:36. It says, "Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, to stand before the Son of Man." Right. And this is why at the end of the day, we push prayer so hard, because in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, all the way up until the hour of temptation, even when until the nukes hit, the elect are going to be praying to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through it all, man, because the Lord is going to be the only way we're going to be able to get through all this shit that we're about to see, man. It's all only through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. So as we are watching things, progressively get worse, and we're praying more, okay? We're going to the Lord more than we ever have, because that's what we're going to have to rely on, when this whole world pretty much, comes against us, man. When we're forced to pretty much, separate from this world, when they implement that MOTB, then we're truly going to have to, rely on Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, all right? But all this, what we're going through now, this is practice for that first, man, all right? So that the Lord gets us to that point to where we're maneuvering in the spirit off an instinct. This is why we're being purified, through the different things that we're going through, because it's to make it to where, hey, we're serving the Lord off of pure instinct at this point, man. Okay, the mistakes are decreasing, and hey, we're moving off instinct. No matter what, we're one with our power. That's all that matters, man. Because we want to be found worthy in His eyes for salvation, man. All right. And so as we trust in the Lord, He's going to continue to bring us through these different situations, and we're going to get better, stronger, all right, going from glory to glory, man, So this is Romans 12:12. It says, "Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, constantly continually instant in prayer." And that's what we are doing. As of right now, Lord willing, to the end, okay? We're rejoicing in hope, because we know our power is coming back. All right, we're patient in tribulation, because we're letting Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, build us up, purge us from the impurities that we possess, and make us better. And through it all, we're continually being answered in prayer, man, being present with the Lord, man. Okay, so that Lord willing, in the time of trouble, the Lord remembers our voice, man. Okay. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to end it right here. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say shalom.